I love how they're saying getting cracked is like getting fucked now.
I can't lie. I love that idea. Getting cracked open.
And that...
Yes, crack me like some fucking crab legs, nigga. Fucking... Welcome, guys, to On the Record. We're Allie. Oh, shit.
We are Allie. Yes, we both are Allie. Yes.
Welcome to On the Record. I'm Allie. This is Natalie.
Mm-hmm.
We are talking about all this shit that people are too afraid to talk about when it comes to the dating scene. And I'm talking about, like, I get it. We understand the 20s, they're doing their thing, blah, 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 blah. Nobody ever talks about dating in your 30s and up. So we're going to talk about it because we know the real. Like, okay, so for me, guys, I just came out of a very serious relationship. Yeah. I was in a serious relationship before that. So, like, I'm a girly that normally does a serious relationship no matter what. And I will do that for, like, 3-4 years. Okay, the last one was, like, we were dating for a good amount of time. And then we became serious. So I feel like we were dating, like, almost 4 years. So as a girl who really locks it the fuck down, you have my perspective, okay?
Yeah.
But you also got a baddie bitch up in the building who loves to play the field.
Oh. Okay. In my defense, I guess, from the slander that's
not like that. No, if anything, I wish I was
to me.
No, seriously, guys. Vicariously, I wish I was living through her because her dating life has been so much more fun than mine. I feel as though, like, I locked in way too hard, too early. Please learn from my mistakes. If you're in your 20s, I'm telling you right now, these niggas are garbage. And if you think that you have a good one, he will be around when you decide to fully settle down. Like, he will be around when you decided, like, that shit is out of my system. Don't lock in because they want to take you off the market.
So I feel like her and I have both experienced, like, a little bit of the different spectrums of the dating relationship scene, right? Mm-hmm. So she's been in, you know, long-term relationships. I've been almost chronically single. I mean, I had a daughter at a really young age. Me and her dad didn't work out very young. So I was single through all of my 20s mostly until I want to say about 27. And then I was in a relationship for about 3 years and I was with one person and then I broke up with him literally right when I turned 30. And hallelujah.
That is the reawakening.
It was one of those things where it was like I spent so long in the dating scene, so I was very picky, but I had known him for a long time. And then I kind of got pulled into a little bit of, like, the narcissism, a little bit of the gaslighting. And then it became to, after 3 years, I didn't know who I was. I felt like a shell of a person, really. And to be like that and to also, you know, have a job and be going to school and have a child, like, it doesn't match. So I ended up leaving him. Best decision I've ever made. But since then, I've been back in the dating game.
Yes.
And it's been
basura or
a hell of a ride. All I'm gonna say is the highs are highs and the lows are lows, motherfucker.
Peaks and valleys. Peaks and valleys.
I'm on a roller coaster, bitch. That's all I have to say. I feel like it has been a great time overall.
Yeah.
But I have learned a lot about myself and a lot about what I want, what I don't want. I've learned a lot about my boundaries and what I'm going to stick up for myself for versus things, again, having dated in my early 20s versus now dating in my 30s. I feel like it's so very different. Who I am is very different and what I'm putting up with is very different. Yes. And I think the more her and I talk about it, we realize that I think that we both think that people need to hear it.
Yes.
And I think that's kind of where we kind of get into this segment, which is dating the dream, not the man. Because I feel like it's so relatable for us to get wrapped into the potential of somebody at any age. We definitely, I mean, we're both in our 30s. I'm 30, she's 31.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to be 31. But we both also think of being in our 30s as such a blessing. I'm so happy to be in my 30s.
Yes.
I feel the best I've ever been.
Truly.
In my 30s.
Truly.
So it's not a scary thing. It's not like a
death sentence.
No, not at all. And so, and even dating, even though dating must seem scary because like, oh my gosh, everyone's older, everyone has kids, everyone, as someone that has a kid, yeah, I mean, it's also scary to try to date someone that has also children.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, do I want to play stepmommy? I've done it all before. Do I want to do it again? We will get into all of that in just the different episodes of this podcast.
Yes.
We will get into every single thing you can think of about dating in your 30s, and it still relates to anybody still in their 20s. You can still listen to this and
learn.
Be ahead of the game, bitch.
1,000%. If anything, I feel like this is the perfect podcast for a woman who's in her 30s, but it is a great, like, foreshadowing podcast for a woman in her 20s, where somebody who's like, eventually at some point in my later 20s, I want to lock in, I want to be more intentional. Early 20s, do your fucking big one. Yeah. I really want you guys to have your best time. Of course, safe. Like, be safe. Be, like, you know what I mean? Like, wrap it for your time. Okay. But, you know what I mean? In terms of, like, are we settling down? Are we being serious? No. Go do you. I've done it. I'm telling you right now. It is nice and cozy until it's not. So, like, really, 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 like, play around. Have a good time. We're gonna dive into how we want you guys to also go out into the dating world. So I think that this is great for women who are in their 20s, like just now doing it.
Yeah.
But this is also very valuable for somebody who's in their 30s who think that they need to play along the same guidelines that they did when they were when they were in their 20s.
It's a different
That's
ballgame.
not the same.
Yeah.
And also, it is just not the same era. It's not. People are not showing up the same way anymore. So you have to adjust, and you also have to be mindful of, like, we're now dating for us.
Oh yeah. And
stop
also,
dating for these dudes. And we'll explain what we mean.
I also want to put in there too. So she dates as someone that doesn't have any kids.
Yes.
I'm dating as a woman that has a child.
Yeah.
So as a single mom, you can get that perspective. And then as a woman that has no kids yet, you can get that perspective as well. So you're getting both sides of the coin, because I think it has to be talked about, it has to be said. I mean, just the dating scenes, also you navigate it so differently as well when you do have a child versus when you don't have a child.
But let's just clear up one thing that these motherfuckers are going to try and tell you about being a single mom. Yeah, and they don't. She has so much fucking game. I'm telling you right now. I don't give a fuck what the last dude told you. Talking about some, you're a single mom, you'll never find one like me.
And I've never heard that before. I've never in my life.
Hear it straight from her. She's got so much fucking riz, this bitch. I learn from her every single time that we talk. So I'm telling you right the fuck now. If you've been following a podcast where there's a dusty ass man talking about single moms, wrap it up, because you're running out of time. No man wants you. Let me tell you right now, his penis tiny. His ego is also that small. And, like, he could not catch a good bitch on a fucking windy day with a good net, bitch. I'm so serious. Like, for real. Don't listen to these fools. Like, I remember I told her many years ago, there were, like, anybody can open up their phone, hit record, and start talking. I remember when I saw this guy who got no fucking ass. Nothing from the place that we were working at. And I'm talking about, like, he could have hit the bartenders, could have hit any of the fucking patrons. Wasn't hitting shit. Was hitting 0 for 0, but would open up his phone every fucking weekend to tell women, especially single mothers, what the fuck they could go out there and go get and what their value was ranking at. I'm gonna let you know right now, that's cap. As a bitch who's out here in the field, as a girl who is best friends with a girl who has a child, that's not a problem.
Do you know how many dudes I've had say, I'll be a stepdaddy? Hands down. I don't give a fuck. First of all, doesn't faze me. I don't give a fuck. I don't want anybody around my kid.
Don't want you doing none of that.
But I'm just saying it for like, for you guys. There are so many guys, especially at our age.
Yeah.
Almost everyone has a kid. Almost everyone you're going to talk to has children.
Yeah.
If you are talking to someone that doesn't have a child,
you found someone
it's kind of rare.
Yeah.
It is rare
30s,
at this
40s.
point. In your 30s, like, you're talking, I mean, even in your late 20s, you're talking to someone, people have children. That's the time that people have kids.
Yeah.
And
it makes sense because that's when we're the most healthy and we're just fertile and we're just doing our big ones. So honestly, if you're somebody who's like, I only date people who don't have any kids, then you really need to play in the field of like early 20s.
But
like,
if you're our age and or in your 30s or late 30s or whatever, and you're having to play to people's early 20s, like, that's gross.
It is.
Get someone your own age.
It is.
Like,
and you'll realize though that like it's actually kind of lit if they have kids that are over the age of 5. Like if they're like 6, 7, 8, it's a ball. It's a ball. We're going to the amusement parks. We're all having a good time. Even if they're teenagers, it's a good time because like they're mature. They want to do their own fucking thing. Now, if we're talking like babies,
then it's like you gotta do stepmommy shit, stepdaddy shit. That's a little bit of a different game, right? You have to take that into consideration when you're dating someone that has young children. Of like, do they have young kids?
Do they got a good babysitter?
Well,
do they got money to afford a babysitter?
You're gonna be there.
Are you gonna be willing to be around to also be a part of this kid's formative lives and formative years? And also, like, real shit. Like, honestly, take that shit very seriously. Maybe not even so much for you, but for the kid. Like, I remember I was talking to this guy that I really liked, and he did not tell me that he had a child for a few months. Yeah. And I really felt betrayed because like I just didn't want to be blindsided by that. But at the same time, like his kid was a baby, like a few months old. And to me, that was just too much responsibility.
That's a little bit of a manipulation tactic, if you ask me. And we've talked about this in a previous podcast when we talked about Love Island and about Huda not talking her shit or not saying that she was
at least her kid was older.
But this kid was like 6. But at that age still I understand, or 4.
That's formative. That's absolutely formative years.
But I still understand because when you hide the fact that you have a child in any age, really, I feel like it's manipulative. Because you're trying to get someone to like you first, and then you're gonna drop a bomb on them, and then you're just gonna be like, I hope you like me enough to stay. First of all, it shouldn't be like that. For me, I drop it immediately. If you don't know that I have a kid,
yeah.
I don't even know what to say. Like, if you're not okay with it, don't fuck with me.
Don't fuck with me. Drop it in the conversation.
Are you ever gonna meet my kid? Probably not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, just in like the early dating phases. Yeah, I'm not treating it like you're gonna meet my child, but you're gonna know I have a child because you're gonna have to know that that could possibly be a possibility.
Yeah.
If it's not. Will you most likely meet them? No. I mean, I take so long to have anybody meet my child. Like, there's no way.
Take note.
The same time,
take note, guys.
I met this dude a few months ago who I went on a date with, and we vibed really well. Nothing ended up like going anywhere, but he had said something that I resonated with. I'm dating for me. I'm not dating for someone to be a stepmom. She has her mom. You know what I mean? And that's how I've felt this whole time. I'm not dating for anyone to be a stepdad. She has her dad. She has her grandpa on her dad's side. She has my dad on my side. You know, like, she has a support system I'm looking to date someone. Like, for me, I want to, because I want a companion, I want to date, and yes, eventually, I would love to have my daughter involved in the relationship and in whatever.
But as long as you're a good person in general and a good partner to me, then we will figure out but bringing my daughter into it and like going to her soccer games and going to other than this, like you're not vital to the formation of who my child is going to be.
I'm going to be
You're here for me.
Exactly. I'm going to be a mom regardless. Her dad is going to be her dad regardless. Her support system is her support system regardless, with or without whatever the fuck I'm doing in my dating life.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because my dating life is when she's at her dad's. You know what I mean? So...
I love it. I like that because my mom was in the thick of the shit when I was around, when I was not around. I liked how you do it because then like you can go live your best life, but you know your kid is not affected. So she's not seeing Tom, Dick, and Harry come through and being affected by that.
And so being like, baby, stay in your room. Yeah, Mommy's got some business to handle. You got me? I would be so...
That's not realistic at all.
No.
That's not realistic. Your kid is a sponge. They see everything. They learn everything from you.
Yeah.
So you got to lead from example. I think that you do a great job, especially when it comes to dating, because I feel like it's so hard because dating really is supposed to be experimental. I think that a lot of people fuck themselves over by, I lock in with the first person I talk to. Cut that out. Cut that out. Especially if you're in your later 20s going into your 30s. Please learn from our mistakes. Locking in on one person is like the goofiest thing that you can do in the first few months.
Well, do you know why we do that though?
Why?
We do that because we fall in love with ambition, right? We fall in love with the potential of somebody and not the person that they actually are. Which brings us to our topic of today.
Yes, it is.
Which is, you know, dating the dream, not the man.
Yeah.
I feel like it's even hard. We are still doing this.
That's what we need to make a whole episode to remind you and ourselves.
I have to keep continuously telling myself, get to know who this person is. Get to know them before you put any eggs in his fucking basket, bitch. Because I got motherfuckers lined up with baskets waiting for my eggs. And I'm just over here fucking squatting in every basket? No.
Fuck no.
No.
Hell
no, I'm not.
Hell no.
But, I mean, even, I don't think they're really lined up.
No, they are. No, they are. No, they are. No, seriously. Okay, it does not feel like you have 1,000 opportunities when you are just going out there in reality. Like when you're just out there and you're a girl that loves to hang out at your home, the only other place that they really see you is at work and the grocery store. You truly convince yourself that's all you have, that's all your pickings. That is not reality. We now have social media, so you can download Hinge, Bumble. I don't know about Tinder. I mean, we don't know. But we're just saying that like you can download some shit and find hundreds to thousands of men that are willing and waiting because they really do. Some of them are on there for fucking around, but a lot of them are on there to find a genuine relationship. Same for me. A lot of fucking around is gonna come your way, but there's gonna be a sprinkle in there that's kind of like, let's see if she's really real, because I'm real. I really want to settle down. So you be getting hit with the fucking tidal waves of that, and you just gotta navigate them. You gotta navigate them. You gotta be able to tread water a little bit.
At the same time, it's because I feel like now I'm at the point where I'm trying to catch myself when I start having crushes, right? When I meet someone and I'm like, oh my gosh, they're so nice, they're so cute, whatever. I mean, especially, again, so Allie has worked in the bar industry for a long time. She is now out of it, but she very much understands what the fuck I'm going through. I work in the fucking industry. I've worked in the industry for a long time, and so it's like, the industry is so hard. I feel like, especially for for dating in general, because we see the worst of people. We definitely do. Like, as bartenders, all we really do, I saw a quote or a meme one time, was like, all we do is see people get cheated on, which is like so real. I mean, we see people, they hit on us, they hit on everybody else, whatever. You learn to not take anything to heart. But so then when we go out in our dating life, it's very much hard to see past what we see on the job, right? So
especially if you're a lover girl and you are accustomed to dating one person at a time, or thinking that the person that you're talking to is dating one person at a time.
You go to the bar and you see some crazy shit, and you're just like, okay, so I need to protect myself, I need to protect my heart, I need to
my expectations,
protect my expectation, I need to keep my boundaries. So I think what I've been doing lately, what I've been trying to do, because I realized, so I broke up with my ex of 3 years in late December because he refused to spend the holidays with me. Didn't spend my birthdays also in December.
Fucking
didn't like crazy shit.
We're gonna talk about motherfuckers that you date that don't want the holidays.
Yeah,
we'll get into that.
Start on that. That'll be a whole nother episode.
It will. I have experience.
Dating narcissistic partners will be another episode. But I broke up with him day after Christmas because I didn't want to go into the New Year's with
that
just
shit.
the New Year's with just, I was like, you either want to be with me or you don't. And it just didn't seem like he did. I don't think he liked me as a person. I don't think he liked my personality. I don't think
they be yapping, but the energy, the effort,
because I
don't equate. So you can say whatever the fuck you want, homeboy. But if you actually don't show up,
exactly,
I'm gonna stop showing up too.
And I kept saying to her, because her and I like weren't friends for a few years, and then when we came back to being friends, I told her, I was like, if her and I were friends while I was dating this dude, there's no way I would have stayed with him, because if I have anyone to talk to about the stuff I was going through, there's no way I would have stayed in it.
1,000.
You know what I mean?
1,000%.
But I value the relationship for what it taught me, and what it taught me about myself. But I made the decision in December to cut it off. And then we had fires here in Pasadena. He kind of weaseled his way back in, you know? And I ended up going no contact in March. So since March, no contact, nothing. Best decision I ever made in my life. But since then, I feel like I knew that I was like, okay, I know I'm a lover girl. I know what I want from a relationship.
Crazy, because before she was not, y'all. So that's what I mean is like,
you guys
some relationships will teach you or help you evolve and realize, no, what I actually want is completely what I thought. So yeah,
because if
that was a major thing.
If you watched any of our content before, you would have seen I was not the relationship type. There was no way I was doing any of that type of shit. I came out of that relationship, of course, so fucked up, but also so much of like, I love. I want to be loved. I want to love. I have so much love to give. So I value that relationship for what it taught me and what it was. I value what it taught me, right? So now going forward, since this year, I've had trouble with meeting people and being like, okay, so now I know what I can give to a relationship.
Right.
I just want to give it. Yeah. I just want to give everything. Yeah. I just want to, if I like you, I just want to love you. I just want to whatever. So I ended up getting myself into a couple like situations where I was dating someone that I feel like I was like, I have so much love to give. I'm ready to give it to the right person, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And again, I was dating potential of what I thought that they were, what they could also give me back. And I was kind of just giving all of me up front. Yeah. I was like, oh my gosh, I know how much love I have to give. I know that I'm such a lover girl. I know this about myself now.
That's what's hard, is like the flick of the switch just is so dramatic. Because I can't lie, that is very much how I can be. I can be either completely all in or completely don't give a fuck. And then that's where it's kind of hard, because you got that shit reignited. You got it ignited.
Yeah.
He lit the fire to make you be like, oh shit, that is something that I need, and I need it to be fueled. You can't just light this fire and then not put no wood on it. I need somebody who's going to continue to stoke it. But it's hard because then, like, once you got it going, you're like hungry for it.
Well, because then, so it's lit up. Your flame is lit up of like what I can give, what I have to bring to the table, right? And then you're falling in love with potential. Oh my God, this guy meets me in this. We have this in common. He has this. He has this. And it's just you're fall in love with this potential so fast, and you create this story in your head so fast, and you want to only just, I mean, you want to cut off everybody else, and you just want to talk to this person because you care about this person,
making you feel so much so fast,
which could also equate to love bombing. But at the same time,
if it's both ends, it's like,
and that's the thing is, I feel like maybe what I could have been given could also equate as love bombing too, because I feel like I have so much to give from jump. At least in the beginning, when I didn't really know any better, I was fresh off a relationship. I was like, oh my God, I just want to give everything. Like, I want to give everything because I want to give it a chance because I know that I'm ready, and you seem trustworthy. Fuck it. Fuck it. Let's fuck around and find out. You know what I mean?
No,
I'm like a fucking clown. But I don't. I don't feel like a clown. I don't.
Clown,
Everything taught me things that I needed to learn.
Here's my thing is that, like, we're gonna give you guys a lot of advice, but I want you guys to always remember this. We're gonna tell you, look, girl, don't be hitting him up. Don't be no goofy ass bitch always chasing him. I want you to know something though. Like, the number one rule that you need to learn from this podcast is that, like, don't be afraid to be yourself, because the right person will receive it. And I know that sounds so corny. It sounds so far-fetched.
It does.
But it is the truth. And that's why I really want us to get into the whole, like, the meat and potatoes of this conversation. I really think is like, yes, we all can end up dating someone for their potential, for what they say they can do, how they seem to show up in the first few weeks of you guys communicating and hitting it off. But what I really, 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 really want you to remember is that no matter whether you come hard or you come weak, you come soft, the right person who really, really fucks with you on a more than level of chemistry, more than level of just like the circumstances are right, they fuck with you on the level that both those things align, will accept it, will fuck with you, will want to continue, and it will not feel as though you're pulling teeth, as though you're trying to drag a motherfucker through the mud, through the hard parts of your relationship. So I just want you guys to know, you can be strategic. You can show up as a different version of yourself, and more than likely and hopefully you will get a different result. But I just want it to be very, very clear that any time that me and Nat have gone into a relationship where a motherfucker, we felt like we were pulling teeth and we had to strategize with them for the beginning, we did not really, really, really get what we wanted from them from the end of it. And I'm talking about, like, we can tell you all the tips and tricks to keep them around for as long as you possibly can. But I just want you to know,
it's gonna come at the cost of losing yourself at the end of the day. That type of shit is gonna come at the cost of you becoming less of yourself, and you're not gonna know who the fuck you are at the end of the day.
So just fuck with somebody who's already willing.
And here's the thing,
we'll tell you the signs.
I'm gonna give an example too. So dating while doing YouTube, while us doing our shit, so one of the things that I have done is I won't post any of our shit, or like I'll take the shit out of my bio if I'm like talking to someone or like on Hinge or whatever. I'll take it off because I'm like, I'm a little bit not embarrassed, but I know from my last relationship I was too loud, too opinionated, too crude, right? And so but it's who I am, right? Like, who I am.
She can't hide that shit for very long, guys.
With Allie, I think, and that's what her and I have talked about, is like, I've said to her before, I want a man that I could be who I am with her.
Yes.
With, right?
Yes.
If I am not comfortable with a man the way that I'm comfortable with Allie, it's not going to be my ideal relationship. That's not my dream relationship. My dream relationship is to talk to my man the way and be comfortable with him the way that I am with my best friend.
We might need to like cut out the whole like bitch and like, oh, you know, like little shit.
But at the same time,
that is like, gender specific. But I thought she helped me realize what I wanted in dating from that statement alone. She hit it right on the head for me. I remember when I was getting out of my like very long time relationship, we were finally having the conversation like, oh, we're both single. She said that shit. And she was like, look, like, I don't want to date anybody that I gotta feel as though I gotta censor myself with. Mm-hmm. I want to feel as though, like, when I talk to you, where I don't have to hold back. I can say whatever the fuck is on my mind, whether it's good, whether it's bad, whether it's controversial or not. I want to be able to say that to my man at the end of the night. When she said that, I was like, it was eye-opening. It was an epiphany for me because I was like, that's exactly what I was dealing with. My old relationship, I felt as though he could say whatever he wanted to. He could say it and there was no repercussions. It was just me in the room. But for me, it was hours of debating. It was back and forth about why my perspective wasn't really as good as his perspective. It was a struggle. And what I realized was like I spent so much extra energy trying to justify myself rather than just being myself in the relationship. So 1,000% take what she's saying for as literal, like as a very real thing. Stop dating a dude that you're like, I hope that we get to a point in our relationship where we can be this open.
Or I can be myself eventually. Or where I can eventually show him my YouTube channel. Bitch, are you kidding me? That was me. It is still me. Where I still get afraid, where I'm like, fuck, I have a YouTube channel. Fuck, I'm doing this shit with my friend. Fuck,
my thing is, if you don't want to talk about it, don't. Like the guys that I talk to, I don't talk about the YouTube. I don't talk about none of this shit.
Dudes that are interested in you,
we're in the layers.
Look into your shit. And
they
like,
do.
Hey, I had one guy I was talking to, and I didn't even tell him shit, but I had the fucking off the record fucking posted on my shit. Like, oh, I'm just watching your YouTube videos. Like, do I still talk to him? No, maybe he thought I was too much. I don't know.
but that's good.
Well, so here's the thing.
Get out of
yourself out of the roster.
Take yourself out of line. Just imagine, guys, imagine that there's like a brand new iPhone on the market, right? Brand new iPhone 17 just dropped, most expensive one out there, most high-tech one out there, best version they've ever fucking made. Do they really want a dude in line who's like, I really can't afford this. I barely really know how to use my iPhone 12. I'm going to make payment plans on this. So I'll eventually pay it off in 2-3 years. I'll get there. I'll do it. Will it be smooth sailing? No. But I'll get there one of these days. I'll pay this fucking phone off and I'll figure out how to use it. Or do they want a motherfucker who's like, I come here every fucking year. I have my money ready. I know iPhone in and out. I'm with the shits. When I get this fucking holy grail of a phone, I'm not going to drop it. I'm not going to download bullshit because I know the value of this shit. So when I get it, I'm on my P's and Q's. Do you want that motherfucker in line with his credit card, with his debit? Yes. Do you want Joe Schmo who doesn't know how to fucking find the calculator buying it? No. Because his review, the other thing, his review is going to be, it was so complicated, guys. And it was so overpriced. I mean, all I need my phone for is to call. and to like open up the calendar. That's all I need my phone for. Whereas everybody else is using their phone for the calendar, the alarm, for the fucking nutritional benefits, for the health benefits, for the all types of shit that iPhone created this motherfucker for, and try to justify why they're charging you thousands of dollars. Yeah. That's a big difference. Get these motherfuckers out the line. Get them out the queue. They're just going to waste space in the review section because they're telling everybody it's trash. Yeah. You ain't got no taste.
Yep.
You don't know what sardines are compared to fucking, I don't know, like yellowtail sushi off the coast of Japan. You don't know. You think tilapia and anchovies is the best shit you can get. All right, I'm done. I'm just saying, if you weed out the motherfucker soon, please don't see that as a problem or as a weakness. That is actually a really good fucking thing.
Yeah. And honestly, like, the ones that, we were talking about this earlier, the ones that fall off on their own, let them fall off.
It's hard.
Let those motherfuckers fall off. Please. Please. It is, those are your, I don't know what the fuck you believe in. I don't know if you believe in God. I don't know if you don't. I don't believe in
the universe.
Whatever the fuck you believe in.
Divine timing.
That is shit, setting shit up for you. Don't chase it. Please don't chase it. If people take themselves out of your lives, do not go chasing. Do not.
Do not go and reel them back in. Absolutely not.
First of all,
absolutely not.
Do you know who you're embarrassing? Yourself. Okay, I used to have a fucking I had a this is actually very, it's funny, but it's actually very, very sad. I had a Instagram, not an Instagram, let me.
What are you showing us? I don't even know.
This.
What is it? Stop embarrassing yourself.
So this, unfortunately, that is my screensaver that I had, honestly, for my whole entire relationship. Because I kept saying, remind myself, don't put yourself out there to be embarrassed. Anytime he would text me or like not text me or whatever, I kept being like, yes, girl, get nothing. Thank you for nothing. I used the dumbest fucking shit ever.
But I now
used to be like,
get it.
Fuck.
I now understand.
I had to like rewrite it myself because I was like, don't embarrass yourself. Stop fucking embarrassing. You look dumb as fuck. And I knew I did.
Not even look, because there's no audience.
But
guys, remember.
I felt
exactly.
Dumb as fuck. You're right. There's no audience.
The main audience that fucking matters is yourself.
Yeah.
If you feel like you're being a fool, you're being a fool. It doesn't fucking matter if your best friend thinks that you're doing the right thing or you're being a fool. It has to do with you. It has to do with you. So I just want you guys to know. She might have put that up for like a serious relationship. I've thought that for a very unserious, very momentary relationship or situation.
Every now and then. You know, I'm just like, don't fucking say that. Don't reply to that. Don't whatever. Like, don't embarrass yourself. Speaking of,
we're not dating the dude that you created in your mind.
Yeah.
We're not dating the dude that seems like Prince Charming. He knows everything about you that makes you tick and makes you just fucking quiver.
Yeah.
We're not dating that guy. We're dating the guy in reality who does not know shit really, really about you, even if they might have possibly dated you briefly in the past. Trust and believe they don't know shit about you.
Yeah.
So don't go in there putting all your don't go in there putting all your eggs into that basket.
Yeah.
I'm telling you from experience, I'm telling you sister to sister, I'm telling you from auntie to niece, please. Just because he talks a very good game, I know it's going to be so hard not to believe it. I want you to stop expecting something, and I want you to actually evaluate actions from this person.
Yeah.
If they're like, look, I want us. I want us to be so comfortable with each other. I want us to laugh and kiki, blah, blah, blah. When you guys hang out, he still needs to plan the date.
Yeah.
He still needs to pay for the date. And then when you guys actually hang out and you talk, he needs to be open to sharing with you what's going on in his life, so y'all have material to kiki on. Of course, when that type of environment and that type of situation has been presented, you're gonna be open. You're gonna be sharing stuff that's happening to you. You're going to be open, and if you think that you're not going to be, then bitch, sit on the sidelines and wait till it's the right time for you. But if you're like, I'm willing, I'm ready, I want to talk to somebody, I really want to be out here, please, please, don't date the man that you have built up Prince Charming in your head. You are dating the man that showed up.
Yeah, especially because a lot of times I feel like we like people based off of vibes, and especially based off of when you're dating in the age that we're dating in now, right? So when you're dating in the virtual age, when we're dating in the age of talking online, of texting most of the time and whatever before we meet, right? You're dating that's not who they are. I'm gonna tell you guys right now. That who they are when they're texting you, when they're messaging you, that's not who they are. So what I've had to learn too has been, okay, these dudes are great on paper. They're, you know, great even communicating maybe or whatever. But when it comes to like planning us to hang out, if it falls short, if it doesn't, you know, if it doesn't match what they say they were gonna do, whatever, they fall off. That's inconsistent to me.
Take it serious.
They have potential in my mind, right? Because you have potential because we like the same things. We love anime. We love playing video games.
So much chemistry.
We love shit talking. Oh my god, the vibes work so well. But have you ever asked me on a date? Have you ever said, hey, when are you free? And even, here's the thing. So most of the time, no. If you have, okay, have you planned a date?
Something intentional?
That's not last minute. That's not, hey, either come over or let me come over. Like, can you actually take me on a date?
Yeah.
Or do you just want to fuck me?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's a difference between
an intentional
all
dater,
of this chemistry and whatever of here's the thing. As a woman who loves anime and loves playing video games, million dudes out there that love anime and love playing video games. I can find a million dudes that are on the same vibe as me with anime and video games. Does that mean I'm gonna fuck a million dudes? Fuck no. Are you fucking kidding me? Does that mean I want to date all of you? Hell no. I need to have a mutual level of attraction, and also there needs to be some fucking effort. I need, like, you know what I mean? You can't just say, oh, let me come over and watch. But what, because I have my own spot, or because I have my own shit that you want to come over to my place and
fuck around,
we can watch video games?
Shit.
Excuse me, I have a child. No, you're not coming over to my place.
And even without the child,
you're coming over. Why don't you plan something? And again, here's the thing. Doesn't need to be anything crazy, because I'm not a fan of like so I had one guy, I'm not sure if I told you, but I had one guy who planned I hope he's not watching. He planned a whole night. He rented a studio for a paint sip, was what he said. He rented a studio for a paint sip, and then afterwards he wanted to go to an arcade that was next door, and then afterwards he wanted to take me to dinner, and then afterwards he wanted to take me to, I work 2 jobs, plus I work at a clinic for my externship hours. I'm working technically like 70 hours a week, okay? And you want me on this one night that I already worked an 8-hour shift during the day, right? And you want me this one night to fill the entire night with whatever the fuck you have planned on a first date, I don't even know if I like you. I appreciate the effort, and I guarantee there's going to be a lot of people bitching probably in the comments, but for me, and honestly, as a woman, I would rather, for the first date, let's go be casual, let's go have drinks, let's see if we vibe. Let's go have a drink, see if we vibe, and then we can see if we want to continue seeing each other to where you want the dates to progress like that. Because then impress me. If I like you, yes, then impress me.
Second date should be much more important than the first.
On a first date, to hold me hostage like that for how many fucking hours?
Insane.
I didn't go. I couldn't. My daughter wasn't feeling well that day, and it was like a whole thing. But I was just like, you know what?
That's too much.
It's a lot for me. And I think I'm not feeling well now. Like, granted, yes, I do have to be there. My daughter's not feeling well. I'm not just gonna fucking drop her off at my fucking parents or have a babysitter for her when she's not feeling good. But also, now because you told me what you had planned, now I think I'm sick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just, it's too much. There's a lot about like being too much and too intentional with shit. Hold your boundaries. Get to know somebody. Again, because I think that I talked about this before. My ex, I genuinely think that he didn't like who I was as a person. So for me, my whole thing now is with dating. I think that a lot of people like who I am superficially. They like what I look at, or what I look.
How you look like.
They like what I look like, and they like how I present myself, right? And that's what I feel like I get a lot of attraction off of. But I'm like, get to know me.
Yeah.
Because if you don't like that I'm opinionated, if you don't like that I'm crude sometimes, if you don't like my sense of humor, we're not going to get along. Then no, you don't like me. Yeah. So I get really bothered in the dating scene when people jump off of the fact, oh my God, I really like you. Oh my God, this. Oh my God, that. I want to date you. I'm like, you don't know me. Because I'm traumatized because I was with someone for 3 years who fucking hated my guts.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And changed me into a shell of a person. I'm traumatized because I dated someone who hated me.
Right.
Who hated who I was. And so now you got me so fucked up if I'm going to actually get into a relationship or start to date someone who doesn't know me as a person. You need to know who I am in and out before I give all of myself to you now, because I've been burned too many times where it's like, you're too much, you're too this, you're too that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And I think that the other coin, or the other side of the coin, is that we're dating for potential, but so are they. They're dating for a bitch that might possibly
you want the potential of what you think that I could be. You think I'm a nerdy quiet.
Yeah.
Look at me, bitch. What spits out nerdy quiet?
That's the thing. They're like, we'll play games, we'll have a good time, but she won't want any effort. She, like, you know, if I just go missing for like 4 or 5 days, she not gonna care because she just seems so cool.
Bitch, I'm gonna hop on the game that you've been frequenting, motherfucker,
and find you, ho. The fuck? So I agree. So basically, long story short, do not date somebody for potential. You will be emotionally burnt out. You will find yourself changing for the worse, not for the better, not because you're evolving to the better version of yourself, but because you're trying to fit a narrative or trying to make a character of yourself of what they want.
But here's the thing that could work to your negative, is that it's a character that you may think that they want, right? So it could not even be about them. It just could be about... You
don't even know that's really what they want.
You're just assuming. This is another thing I've learned a lot as well, is to not assume. Try not to assume what the other person is thinking or feeling. Don't assume, oh, they must not like me because they didn't text me all day. Oh my God, they must not be interested in me because they didn't text me. I mean, if there are signs there that are different than other signs they've given you, yes, of course, go with your gut.
Yeah.
But if you're overthinking at our grown age, you gotta get it together a little bit.
That's the thing, though.
I think you gotta trust yourself intuitively, but I also think you have to know when to be an adult and to when to detach from outcomes,
Yeah.
which I think is going to be a whole episode in itself.
I agree. I 1,000% agree.
Detaching from outcomes.
But what this episode is all about is if you find yourself chasing, if you find yourself always coming to your friends and being like, well, what version of myself should I show up as? Or how should I strategize how I should show up next time that he calls me or texts me? You've already done too much. You don't realize it. I'm not saying this to make you embarrassed. I'm saying this to let you realize that you are already diving into the realm of potentiality on both ends where you're not being yourself. You're diving so deep into potentially some version of yourself that you can't maintain, and they're diving into the potentiality of like, hopefully I can do whatever the fuck I want and she'll just like, they'll just be okay with it. Either way, we're not doing it.
So different from when I was dating in my 20s, and that's why when we talk about it, I'm like, we gotta tell you guys this shit.
Tell you the real. You're not dead when you hit 30. If you've been here before, you know what the fuck is going on.
Sure.
You already know you want to hit that subscribe button. You want to go ahead and sign up for the Patreon. If you haven't yet, babe, lock it. Because we got so much information for you.
Yeah.
Just wait and see. If you love Sex in the City, but you want a 2026 and above version, bitch, it's here right now. We're not giving it... we're damn near. We're damn near in the new year.
2026 plus.
We're not doing that Tyler Perry ass fuck bullshit where bitches is losing their brain and their medulla and shit, and they're fucking losing their jobs and shit and shooting at the whole fucking grocery store. Bitch, no. We're giving you real fucking advice from women, not motherfuckers who guess what women do.
Period.
The fuck? Yeah. So go ahead and subscribe. Let me shut up. Just subscribe. Just subscribe.
What's one trait you romanticize? What's one trait you romanticize in someone, even when they never followed through? Put it in the comments.
She's so cute because she never asked shit like that.
Chat.
Make sure that you guys are here for the next episode. This is on the record, bitch. We'll see you on the next one.
On the record.
On the record, ho.
Bye, bitches.
Bye.